Mr. Maloff.
Mr. Mayor, this last ordinance is a request for a supplemental appropriation out of the general fund to provide fees for an investigation to be conducted by non-connected persons as to events that have occurred within the city. The council's discretionary funds, which would be a wonderful place to have used funds to fund this if that's your wish, are expended. So this is new funds that would have to come out of retained earnings.
And did we get an approximate number on that?
No.
So what do you need from us, team?
Need someone to suggest that we introduce it by title only?
So that would be the sheet that you handed out earlier today.
That would be true.
Okay. Do I have any?
I introduced this ordinance to be read by title only.
Thank you. Okay. An ordinance making supplemental appropriations to the general fund for the calendar year 2023.
Okay, do I have a motion? I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any other discussion?
Hey, before you guys do this, you know, because money is so tight. You know, I'm going to request Councilman Vela, let's not spend this money, and please, would you step down and give us a break on our budget?
No. Because I know you.
Okay. Any other discussion? If not, I'll ask for your vote. And that passes 6-1. Mr. Vela?
Mr. Meloff, if you take a look at this Community One open house for the library, couldn't that be construed as using city funds to promote a sales tax increase?
For an open house?
Yep. Because it says that's all it talks about is consumers who should, let me put my glasses on, who shop local, pay Lahana sales tax. These funds go to the general fund. Each of the posted City of Lahana departments receives funding from the general fund. Current sales tax rate, 3%, hasn't been increased since 1978, a lie. And 63% of sales tax generated comes from residents who live outside city limits. City departments funded by the general fund, and it gives a list of them. Isn't that improper?
State law. Mike.
Good job. Good job.
Good. Mike. Okay. State law allows for a minimal expenditure up to $75 to promote election matters that are on the ballot, but it limits it. That's a cap. So I don't know how many of these things are circulated and what the cost would be, but as long as it's less than that number, it's not a violation of state law.
There's no current issue on the ballot, though. How would that?
Well, you're promoting a concept that's anticipated. I think it's an appropriate question, and there are limitations.
Okay, I would like to have you send me that citation if you could.
Sure.
And also for the senior center open house, there was a piece of paper there saying strictly how much engineering department cut out of the budget. It didn't say specifically the sales tax was a result of that, but it did say that. I mean, any citizen who is got the savvy and comes to these meetings quite often or watches it on Facebook surely would know that is a promotion. I thought that was strange too. And one more thing, a positive note, this 5th annual six-word story contest, getting money back to the kids or whoever has a chance at a cash prize, children K through 7th and teenagers 7th through 12th, and adult age 18 over. $50 for the first place winner, $30 to the second place winner, $20 to the third place winner. That's good for having reduced the hours and so forth on the library. That's all I had.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Any other questions for Rick?
I have a proposal.
Rick,
I'd like to see you start working on your successor's position description for an assistant to you, and could you have it within a year?
I have an assistant, his name's Bill Jackson. And,
No, but I'm talking about when you retire.
Okay.
Rick has sent me some things already. We haven't went through that yet. So
What?
I said Rick has sent me some companies that are looking for city managers and city administrators. We're going through all those to see
Oh, good.
which one fits perfectly for our area.
Yeah,
Nice to know that.
Right, the mayor's been on top of that for a couple, 3 months now.
That's not to say Rick is leaving right now, but just
Oh, thank you.
go ahead.
About pamphlet from Arkansas Valley Conduit Boone Reach groundbreaking event.
Ed Vela, Councilman Vela attended and he wanted me to hand those out. I didn't go.
For a short reference, so you don't have to have all kinds of papers, 8.5 by 11, to keep track of it whenever there's a reference to the conduit.
So you attended?
Yeah, I attended.
Okay, so tell us about it.
No, because you know what? Rick told me this morning, you weren't supposed to go to that. None of us went to it. I said, well, nobody told me. And if you want my comments on it, read that. Because they gave a bunch of fluff, in my opinion. And I was interviewed by Channel 5, and they did not put it on TV. Because the things I put in there were against what that whole version, that whole scenario was supposed to be about. It was all fluff. The things I talked about there to the television camera was that things that you hear in utility board and amongst ourselves. And I don't have to tell you that, being you're a member of it. But who was asking me? Oh, Rick thought they were serving hot dogs and stuff. No, all they had was a donut and warm coffee, which wasn't bad. And I looked around. I said, "Where's Councilman Velasquez? He's always riding the highway." Wasn't around. And that's the extent of it.
All right, thanks for the report.
Yeah, I wish somebody would tell me when something like this is going on. I've been shut out for about 2.5 months with any communication from any of you. So if we could increase communication, whether you like me or not, that would be a great benefit.
Miss Leonard, do you have something you'd like to say?
Would you indulge me for a minute, Mr. Mayor? I was on a little emergency and missed the citizens' comments.
It was about the ducks that have been taken from the city park.
No,
She has
I want
something
to
to
say
say.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I thought you asked what happened during the citizen
No,
participation.
thank you.
Can you come to the mic, please, so everyone can hear you?
And thank you. I'm so sorry. This is out of order. I'm a constituent out of Ward 3, and I just want to applaud the council for the vote that they took 2 weeks ago. It is never easy to investigate a fellow colleague.
Objection, Mr. Counselor.
Mr. Vela. Mr. Vela.
She's been given.
She's going to say something that could prejudice the decision of the investigation.
In your opinion, I respect your opinion, but she's been given permission to talk
Okay.
In 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
I just wanted to ask.
And I just wanted to applaud. It's never easy to do that, but I feel like it sent a message that you speak for all the people in Lahana instead of just the people in power, and I wanted to thank you for that because I know it wasn't easy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.